begins now. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, it's number 3 overall pick, Sam Darnold, who gets a start on opening night as his Jets get set for a tough one on the road against the Detroit Lions. I'll talk to you again at halftime with a look back at games from yesterday. But first, it's up to Ford Field. Standing by, here are Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the New York Jets. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, and Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, an early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams...
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 10th-year quarterback. This is his first season in his 30s. 30-year-old out of Georgia. It's Matthew Stafford.
One thing you ask for from your quarterback, improvement each and every season. You also ask for consistency. Matthew Stafford, 7 straight years over 4,000 yards passing. He's still looking for that initial playoff victory during his tenure, but I think that he's been leading them towards it and has a chance to get it in the upcoming future.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Lions heading out, coming off a 9-7 finish a season ago. Another year without a playoff victory, and we said it last season, Charles, unbelievable. They've won only one playoff game since the 1957 NFL championship game back when you were in high school. And that one was way back in January of 1992.
They do have optimism, though, because this team has been building. And I thought that their draft of 2018 signaled that they really want to help their magnificent quarterback, Matthew Stafford, and take the pressure off of him to produce 5,000-yard passing seasons, because they drafted Kerryon Johnson, a running back out of Auburn. And in free agency, got LeGarrette Blount, which signals to me that they want to play a little brute force football. They want to batter some people and take the ball out of the hands of Stafford so often. If they can do that, that'll allow them to slug it out with Green Bay and Minnesota for maybe a division title in the NFC North. And last but not least, you know who they've beaten 57? Oh, the Cleveland Browns. 2 teams trying to get back to their former glory.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And we look now at the Lions offense.
One way I really judge a player's value is when opponents know what your strengths are, yet they still can't take that away. That tells me you're a heck of a player. For Theo Riddick, Everyone knows about his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, yet he's still the primary target for Matthew Stafford on just about any passing situation.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. So we played a quarter here on the opening Monday night of the new season. 7-0 is our score. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, get set.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, tag 32! Tag 32!
From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Luke Wilson, his first touchdown as a Detroit Lion. And the Lions add on to their lead. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And they'll run it here. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
They get 14 yards there and a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now they try the right side here, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Monday.
To throw on second down to Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and it'll bring up third down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And time to remind you that coming up at halftime, we're off to see the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a wild opening weekend in the NFL.
It's good to have Coach along for the ride this year, although he would probably say it's good for him to have us along for his ride.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, here's Stafford. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
You ready? Yellow 20!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. The Ravens with a strong performance as they get the win at home in the opener. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. 28-10, the final. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. 14-10, the final. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Off the bootleg. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Monday.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey. Ready.
Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Heavy on the edges.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown of his NFL debut. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line...
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving and keep grinding the clock.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Stafford. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Torlolo. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's played a great game and continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Stafford on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Jets have recovered. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And it's going to be incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could... Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Single, slot. Hey.
Throwing here, Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Easy. We're rolling.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. The killer here, it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jerome Cunningham, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Lions, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it.